Hello. Oh, yeah, that's better. Hi and good evening and welcome to THFC. This is the draw for the Champions League. Spurs are there. Woo-hoo. We're in with the big boys. And joining me now tonight to watch this draw, see who Spurs get in the Champions League, is the Queen of the every army, Ellie, the godfather Dan himself, Philip, and our brother, our homie from Denver, Colorado, Lee Coys from my high top hotspur. How are you all,
Come
gentlemen?
on.
Eddie, how are you this evening?
Really well. I'm looking forward to this,
Hmm.
and I'm just hope we get a good draw.
Yeah,
Like I
Philip,
said before, whoever we get, we got to beat.
that's it. Philip, looking forward to this draw tonight?
Absolutely, and we shouldn't fear anybody because nobody wants to come to our place, and because they know the reception they're going to get. So, Leah, looking forward to it. Obviously, there's some things we would like to avoid, but we'll see how it goes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Lee, how are you, sir? And are you looking forward to the draw?
Yes, of course. Champions League is what every club aspires to be playing. Whether we get the easy group, whether we get the hard group, if we're going to be champions and win this competition, we're going to have to beat the best. So let's get it going.
Mm.
Let's get it going. I'm excited. Thank you for having me, by the way.
No, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure.
I just want to go through a little bit of history with Spurs. We started our European campaign back in '61 up to today.
Mm-hmm.
This is our total. We've played 249 games. We've won 140, drawn 52, lost 57. We've scored 505 goals and we've conceded 254. That's a goal difference of 247.
Pretty
Harry
good.
Kane is our leadest goal scorer in Europe. No surprise.
No.
Jermaine Bowe is second on the list with 23 goals. And third on the list, it's Son and Martin Shivers.
Yeah.
And then very
Interesting.
quickly, the appearance, Harry Kane, Hugo Lloris and Steve Perriman are 64 each. That Hugo Lloris will become the second highest player this year in Europe. How the draw works: the draw features 32 teams, 26 teams given direct entry to the group stage. The 6 winners of the playoff ties. The teams will be split into 4 seeding pots. Pot 1 will consist of the holders. In case of associations with 2 representatives, clubs will be paired in order to split their matches between Tuesday and Wednesday. In case of associations, 4 representatives. And basically, what happens next? Fixtures will be confirmed after the draw for a group stage, which will conducted over an 8-week period this autumn because of the World Cup. And then down here, the 2 teams in each group advanced to the round of 16. The third place sides in each group transferred to the Europa League knockout stage, where they will face the UEFA Europa League group. And these are the key dates for you all. We'll start match day 1, 6th to 7th of December, all the way round to the 1st and 2nd of November. And here are the pots. Here, pot 1, we've got Real Madrid, the Champions League holders, Frankfurt, the Europa League holders, Man City, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Paris, PSG, Porto, and Ajax. Pot 2, Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Seville, Leipzig, Tottenham
Leipzig.
Hotspur, Spurs, good to see
Come
Spurs.
on, you Spurs.
Dortmund, Strasbourg, Donetsk, Inter, Napoli, Benfica. I bet you would get Napoli with Don Bellier. Benfica, Sporting.
That'd be cool.
We can't play again. So we can't play again. He's on loan.
No, and by Leverkusen.
Yeah, that's true.
I do
You won't be able
apologise
to
for how I'm
play.
pronouncing some of these. I am very sorry. And we've got
Is
Dortmund.
that the same
Hotspur,
rules then in Europe for not on
Yeah.
belly?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan, and Napoli, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, and Bayern Leverkusen. They're just doing some intros before the draw starts. I'll start with you, Philip. Who would you like to get, and who would you like to avoid?
Just before I comment on that, I mean, I'm just looking at our record there: 192 games undefeated out of 247. That's some record in Europe.
Yeah,
is.
it
Excellent,
is.
excellent. Who would I like to get? Right, I'd like to get Eintracht Frankfurt. Right,
Mhm.
I'd like to get ourselves, obviously. Then possibly maybe someone like Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
Either Porto or Haifa.
Yeah.
That would be an ideal draw for me now. But we'll see. In saying that, we'll probably get Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, and Celtic.
Yeah, probably knowing our luck. Ellie,
Yeah.
what would be a good group for you?
I'd like to get the same as Philip, but
Mhm.
I'd like to get one of the Italian teams like Inter Milan or Napoli.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a little mix up, a little change around, because I think we've got the beating of the Italian teams. We've
yeah.
done very well against them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And you,
bring
Leo,
it on.
what would be a good group for you?
Look, guys. Um, there's talks of a group of death. There's talks of an easy group. I mean, let's be real, guys. Everybody's in the Champions League because one, they either finished really good in their league, or two, they're champions of their league. So
Mm,
um, do I prefer the easy route or the harder route? I would definitely entertain more of a medium route. As long as
yeah.
we don't get an Ajax, I don't know. I haven't seen if that's possible or not, but I would not want to go up against Steven Bergwijn.
Okay.
I really feel like he's gonna have a grudge against us if we do come up
Mm,
against him. Um, I would like to see Real Madrid in the later stages, not in the group stage. So I'm hoping we don't get them. If I'm gonna pick anybody out of that first pot, I'm with you guys, Philip, Ellie. I'm going with
yeah.
Eintracht Frankfurt. And there's gonna be a hard one or two there, so I'm probably gonna go with maybe an Inter. We always seem to draw either an Inter or a Dortmund, so I think those are
Yeah.
kind of just inevitable. But yeah, I welcome any and all competitors. Like I said, if we want to beat the best, if we want to be the best, we must beat the best. So
Yeah,
Mm,
that's true. It's great. The draw is still just about. They're still talking to one another, so the draw
yeah.
hasn't started yet. So you haven't missed a thing. Philip,
Yeah, go on.
we, we started in 61, 62 in the European Cup, which was called then. We've come a very long way, haven't we, as a European side? You were 2 times UEFA Cup winners,
Yeah.
won the Cup Winners' Cup in '63. We are one of the big names in Europe, aren't we?
We were the first British club to win a European trophy,
Mm,
which was quite an achievement back in 1963.
mm.
Okay, I know it's happened a lot since then to other teams, but we repeated the process in 72 and 84.
Mm.
So it's about time now that we flexed our muscles and showed us that we can go one step better than we did in 2019 when we
Yeah,
got to the final. But thanks to an abominable refereeing decision after 28 seconds, we were never in that
Yeah.
match. You know,
I
so
know.
I think we've got a very good European pedigree. Our results, as I just said there a minute ago, 192 games undefeated out of 247. That's amazing, really.
it
So
is. I mean, Ellie, I've watched a lot of European football the last few days, like Spurs in the '80s and
Yeah.
'70s. And I watched the first leg of the UEFA Cup final against Wolves last night.
Yeah.
I mean, great times. We deserve. I think our fan base deserve a triumph game like that in your like
Yeah.
to go one better than we did when we in the last Champions League final where we were.
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
think we can go
yeah.
all the way in this Champions League, or how far do you think we will go?
Um, I think we can get to the last 16, and then it's going to be tough. Even the last 8, I think
Mm,
maybe. Yeah, the last 8. I think we can get to the last 8 because I think we're better than most of those teams. There's 7 elite teams that we've got to challenge at one stage or
mhm,
another. So I think we play really well against the better sides as well. It's only Bayern Munich who really turned us over. The other teams, we
mm.
turned them over. So I think we can get to the final with a little bit of luck here and there, and no handball decisions. So that bloody referee, if he looked up the player profile of Sissoko, he'd realise that he was a klutz. Basically it just hit him and then bounced onto his arm. He was pointing. He wasn't actually stopping the ball. So it's a bit of a shame.
Ellie, you trying to trigger us all here with reminders of what could have been.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes you've got to harp at, get it off your chest
Yeah,
so
I
that
know.
it doesn't damage your heart so much.
I know.
If you get it out, better out than in. That's what my
Yeah.
mum used to tell me.
Ajax will live in our memory forever. That night in Ajax.
Oh my God, that was
I mean,
such a beautiful night.
I'll go through where you were that night. For me personally, my other half was in hospital in A&E. I went out and got a McDonald's and I carried it in an Audi bag into A&E. Missed all the doctors and all the nurses, got away with it. There was a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan watching the game,
Yeah.
and I thought we got no chance of winning. I said to him, "What's the score?" He said, "You beeping not have got to the beeping final, haven't you? Beeping." And I went, "Yeah, right. He's having me on." A doctor came in who was a Spurs fan. He actually said to me, "We're in the Champions League final," and I just couldn't believe it. I was just walking around like, "We're in the Champions League final."
Yeah.
Was the doctor walking around with his instruments all bloodied up, like we're in the Champions League final? He had just left the
Yeah.
operating table.
Where were you when we
He
reached
was
the
ready
Champions
to
League
carve
when we
up.
beat Ajax? Where were you that night? And big up
Yes.
Lisa as well. Sorry, Lisa. Big up Lisa. She said, "Good evening."
Yeah, pick up
Dominic." And we
Lisa.
said,
Lisa, yes.
"Good morning, Leo. Great show last night. I'm at the dentist, so I'll have to miss the first part of the show, but we'll catch you later, guys." Big up, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. And
Nice
also,
one.
big up Parker as well, the other half of Leo on
Go
my
on, Parker.
as well. And big up as well, Paul Brown as well. Big up, Paul. Thank you for all joining us.
So, do you know?
Yeah.
You go on, Leo. You go first. There, go on.
Yeah, sorry. So I was watching the first half of the Ajax game here at home. And I was bummed. I'm an emotional guy when it comes to Spurs games. And when there was like 6-7 minutes left, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how long. I ended up coming outside and just sitting in my car so that my wife wouldn't watch me cry, and my little girl wouldn't watch me cry. And so I turned on the phone and I went to Google and I was gonna watch like the play-by-play ticker. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Sometimes when I can't catch a certain event, I'll put on the Google ticker and it'll kind of fill me in step by step what's going on. And my phone had froze at the end of the game. So when I go inside with like my lip and my head hanging, my wife's like, "You're stupid. You should have just stayed inside and watched the game." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She said, "You guys won." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe it." So luckily I had to go back and watch the rest of it. And I felt like a moron for leaving the Spurs, but I should have just stuck it out. So unfortunately, you guys, like, I missed the whole magic going down because I was just in my tears and in my feelings inside my car so that nobody would see me crying. So,
Oh my God.
but
That's a true Spurs
Where
fan.
were you, sir?
Sorry.
Where were you that evening?
I'll tell you, this is quite a funny story. My wife and myself, we've flown to Liverpool on the morning of that match, Spurs Ajax second leg. I was going through a memorial service with a friend of mine who died over there, and we were going on the train down to Birmingham to stay with friends that night. So we got to Liverpool about 9 o'clock in the morning, and they were still pissed out of their mind from the night before when they beat Barcelona 4-0. They were coming out of the pubs at 9 o'clock in the morning, and everyone was going around. Literally, they were drunk still at that time. So that was great fun watching all there, not thinking we were going to do anything ourselves that night. When I got to Birmingham about 7:45, and they had dinner for us. And I was sitting at the dinner table having dinner, and the TV was in the far corner. And when Ajax scored 2 goals, I said, "I'm not even going to watch this," But they forced me to watch the second half. And all I can remember is doing a knee slide across their carpet when Lucas Moura scored. And I still get reminded of it. I still get reminded of it. It was just one of those. You're sitting there hoping, will we do it? Will we do it? And if we actually go and do it, and I'll say this, I know everybody gives out about Dele Alli and the way his career has gone in the skid since that. That pass to Lucas Moura was one of the passes of the season.
It was.
Yes.
Shoulder there. So fair dues to
changing pass, man.
And the reaction of the players afterwards. I mean, the pile up in the corner, the pyramid in the corner. At the end of limping across the pitch. And the commentator said, "Oh, Den's knee doesn't look too bad this time."
And then you see Harry Kane sort of hobbling on the pitch.
Yeah.
There he was hobbling. Oh, I think what got me that night, I get to you now, Lee, and I think this is you going to come up with. Pochettino crying his eyes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On his
Oh my
knees,
God.
like, we've made it. Ellie,
I
what
know.
were you doing that night? I mean,
Right,
what
so
emotions were you going through?
I was on the. I've got a funny story to tell as well. I was on a wish, right? So I said to my daughters, we'd already gone 2-0 down. I thought, flipping hell, we're gonna go out. I was so depressed. I said to my daughters, I'm going to put all your beddings on, and if I do the third one, we'll score 3 goals. Because I'm quite superstitious like that. So I put the first one on, we scored. Put the second one on, we scored. Then I said, right, I'm going to finish the third one. But I was so shattered and I was crying my eyes out because I'm thinking, we can do this. And then I'm putting the third one on, and then my daughter Joanna runs in. She goes, Mum, we've scored. We've scored. And I said, what are you on about? I'm watching. We haven't scored. She goes, yes, we've scored. And I didn't believe her. So then about a minute later, Lucas Moura gets that goal. And I was like ecstatic. I ran up and down the stairs, screaming the whole neighbourhood down. I ran outside as well. Oh my God, it was it's such an elated. Then I saw Potts drop to his knees at the final whistle, and I started to cry. I couldn't take it in. It was like it was a dream, and I thought it never happened.
Did you feel, guys, it was like a dream, that we were dreaming?
Yeah, it was like a dream. It's like you're in Wonderland, and somebody has to pinch you to say that it's a reality.
He just walked onto the stage.
I know.
Our coach, Yaya Toure.
He's our youth coach, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the under-18s coach. Yeah. And Gary Abbott is representing the club at the draw.
Oh, lovely.
Brilliant.
And I remember Les Ferdinand with Glenn Hoddle in the studio and him whacking Glenn Hoddle in the chest.
And saying, you're all right. You're all right.
That was Rio Ferdinand.
And he goes, and he was more excited than Glenn Hoddle. Like Les Ferdinand, Rio Ferdinand was so elated that Spurs had got through, and he goes, oh my God.
I tell
some of the fan cams were brilliant after that.
Yeah.
Was
that just after his heart attack?
Yeah. That was after his heart attack.
A little bit.
He nearly had another one.
Do
Leo,
you know what I mean?
Do you feel these draws before the draws go on for bloody ever?
Oh yeah, far too long.
Yeah, they do.
Can they not just do it, Leo?
When they're unscrewing the ball, they take forever.
Yeah. Oh my God, that does bother me. And then some of them fidget with the ball because they can't get it open.
They can't get it open.
In all honesty, I mean, they want to build it up too. They want to be able to make a 15-minute ordeal last the whole hour or whatever. And it makes for great entertainment. I mean, it makes for great chats. Like, I mean, look, we're having an excellent we're remembering excellent times right now during the build up. So if they just kind of wham bam, thank you ma'am, and went right into it, we wouldn't be able to have this type of build up momentum, build up emotions, so that when we do when we do actually see the draw and when we're seeing our opponents, it means something. We're able to realize that. What if we get drawn Ajax again? Like we just talked about the game at Ajax, and then we get drawn them again. So it's just like they do a good job. It's part of the show. So I definitely appreciate it. Now, I mean, like I said, sometimes I'm more in the mood for just lay it on me. Let's get it over with and let's go to the next one. But look, I'm excited. I can't wait for them to start. It's very entertaining watching them pull out the ball and unscrewing it and pulling out the paper, or even when they go beforehand and say, okay, this team can't be in the pot, so they go ahead and take those teams out and stuff like that. So and it's getting bigger and bigger. The more popularity that the Champions League is generating, the more and more it's becoming a spectacle, the draw. So I'm guilty of it. It's definitely something I've been waiting for months. So the day is here. The day is here. Come on, you Spurs.
Arsenal fans were not watching.
And yesterday we got Nottingham Forest away in the League Cup.
Tough enough.
Yeah.
I remember doing the
game that round too.
Yeah, Man City, Chelsea.
With Dave and Jack. And I was picking teams. Like I actually picked USA would play Iran, and it came out. And then I said England would get Canada would get some. So at the moment, I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to say nothing. I'm going to let them do the draw. But can I just say very quickly on that World Cup draw, USA play Iran. I mean, that is one of the stupid.
God.
I mean, the security just for that game alone.
Oh, no.
Millions.
I've never thought about that, Dermot. That's a fucking good point, bro. That's an excellent point. Man, it's gonna start a war, dude.
If Iran are losing at halftime, they'll break off diplomatic relations.
There's going to be a lot of American flags sold to the Iranians.
They'll probably burn them.
Oh my god, that's a good shout, Dermot.
Just on that group though, very quickly. I mean, for me, and Philip, we have no interest in the World Cup because the best team in the land isn't there. But I suppose we'll lend our support to Argentina or Brazil. But for you, Leo and Ellie, England, Iran, USA, and Wales. I mean, that is one hell of a group.
It is.
On paper, it's a good group for England, and it's a good group for the USA.
Yeah.
But then again, a group was never won on paper. So, you know.
Wales always step up, don't they? When they're in a big competition, they always raise their game.
And plus, Gareth Bale will be playing against his present fellow countrymen, really. You know.
Yeah.
Playing in Los Angeles now.
Right. We're getting ready for the draw now.
I think the white smoke is about to. Oh, there's your man. You know, does all the talking there.
Yeah. He's a bit like Eric Dyer. He knows 20 languages.
He's the ball boy. He's running around with the balls and putting them into the different pots.
Right. I think the first part of the group, this draw, is to place the top seeds into each of the groups, I think.
Yeah, it'll be the part one group. This won't interest us for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
if
only
you can just call that the
part comes up.
Which group go into?
Yeah, it only really starts because you know the 8 teams are going to be in all the groups. The top seed. It's only when the second seeds come out that it starts to get interesting.
Yeah.
Is that what they do? Do they just get the first pot and then they distribute the first pot amongst the letters? The 8 letters. Okay.
Bayern Munich pot 2. Barcelona.
Okay. So basically, the first seed is the luck of the pot 1 draw, right? And then that's where you get your group. I guess your group leaders, if you will.
Yeah. Then 2, 3, and 4 and place them into whichever one comes out.
Okay. Cool.
Just to remind you, who's in pot 1 is Real Madrid, Frankfurt, Man City, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, PSG, Porto, and Ajax.
Porto's going to be swinging above their weight too with those big names, you know, being a group leader there.
Yeah, Eintracht for winning the Europa League.
And Eintracht Frankfurt too. You're right.
Yeah.
I want to avoid Porto just on the basis that they're such a tight-knit club and well-run club, and they're very passionate. You know, it's a very difficult place to go to. So no, I want to avoid them.
Knowing our luck, we'll probably get PSG. Knowing our luck.
Going for that advertisements now.
They're a team like a little bit like Man United at the moment. They're interested. They're like a team of individuals. I feel they don't play as a team. You know.
Why are we at the bottom of pot 2? I object to that.
We're in pot 2 because of our European history.
Listed at the very bottom of it. It must be alphabetical order or something.
It must
be. Yeah.
See again.
Still before Leipzig, that can be. Napoli, Benfica.
Just gonna go and do something. Just one sec. Come on.
I think they're just explaining the draw, aren't they, Philip? Just I think for the people how it works.
Going through the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying about the teams from the same.
So we can't play Man City or Liverpool or any of them.
No.
Okay.
It's complicated. Can you remember the draws of years ago? It was just take a name out of the hat, like the League Cup draw last night. It's just simple.
That's true.
I've got.
Ask a question, you guys. Do you guys think that it's very easily the draw can be manipulated at all, or do you think this is a fair? I mean, I hope it's a fair question. I don't mean to
It'd be very hard
feathers, but
providing all the balls are named rightly.
Yeah.
Providing there's no double up, so 2 names put in instead of 1. But no, it really couldn't, because look, they look really silly if the same team name came out twice.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be fixed.
We,
Although,
we've got Carl
balls
Simpson
could be
here
marks.
saying,
There could be marks on those balls. Which
yeah, could be.
we'll see how
Could
easy
be.
draw Chelsea get. Then we can see if it's been fixed or not.
Carl Simpson, big up, Carl. Big up for joining. He says, we are smashing everyone, winning it. Call me delusional. I don't care. And then he says, if not, I'll win it in FIFA to make myself feel better. Everyone who's ever watched, please like and subscribe. Hit that like button. And we hope you're enjoying the stream. They're just going through the mechanics of it at the moment. I think every man and his dog that's a Spurs stream is streaming now. There must be every Spurs stream on YouTube is now streaming this. But yeah, God, this is taking forever. Really is. Leo and Philip, I mean, great European history. Favourite matches during the years for you, Philip? Pick one match out there.
Favorite match, probably, even though we lost it, the Bale game against Inter Milan.
Yeah.
And then the second leg, we sent the Mycon taxi from Mycon. We kept saying that, when we skinned them.
Yeah.
So those 2 games probably my favorites.
Yeah, he took the game right out of my mouth. I was gonna say the same 2 games. Well, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? A hat trick from Crouchy, a hat trick of assists from Bale, and then Bale with his own assist, his own hat trick.
I think Pavlyuchenko scored as well that night.
Yeah. Wow, Pavlyuchenko. I haven't remember seeing him in a long time. That was a good. He had a couple of rocket goals every once in a while, didn't he?
Just to let you know, this is group. There's group A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. So there's a few groups. As the draws happen, I will put them into the banner and I will bring them up on screen so you can all see it, how the draws are progressing. If I'm a bit behind, I do apologise, but I'm going to try to copy and paste it off one website and put it on there as quickly as I can for you. So I'm looking forward to
Simpson, hello.
Yeah, I loved his comment about winning on FIFA.
There we go.
He's funny. Here we go.
Super Pav, super Pav, super Pav, super Pav.
Super Pavlyuchenko, super Pav.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, Turi, come on, agent. Yeah. Give us a good draw.
Yeah.
He's our academy coach, isn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, Yaya, fiddle it.
What you do is you take the ball out, you have to pull it around. It's all rigged anyway. And so this is for
Hot one.
Hot one.
They spin it around with their hands, don't they? Make it look more exciting.
Here we have. Do you want to call it out, Philip?
AFC Ajax from the Netherlands.
Right, so right, and they go into. No, they can go. I think anywhere between pot A and pot K.
I'd say they'll go to Group A. Oh no, they'll draw. They'll draw now.
Yeah.
No, Group A. Group A.
Yeah, it is. So there you go. Ajax in Group A.
And the next one out is Porto.
Ooh.
And of course, they go into pot B, I take it.
I always like how they zoom in on the football directors or the representatives of the club that are there.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look really nervous, and sometimes they're like, yes, this is what we wanted.
Right, I reckon this is going to be Bayern Munich. Do you want to guess, Ellie?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
No, it's Arsenal. Oh, sorry, no, it's Bayern Munich.
Don't swear on the screen, Philip.
Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have one of those streams again when I get the groups right. I did this the last time. Right.
We've got to ban the word A and ending with L.
Right.
Right.
Ellie,
And
right,
whenever
Leo.
they draw the second tier, Top
Yeah.
B, they then draw a number. You don't automatically go into Group 1. They draw a number to what group you go into. That's the way.
That's not a bad idea.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
So I take it they go into
They've been 4.
yeah. So they go into D,
Yeah.
the group of death.
yeah.
So that's done.
I like what Carl Simpson. I'm telling you, we're nailed on. We're getting Ajax.
Are you using your iPad, Ellie?
No, I'm just using my iPhone because I've got to sort out the WhatsApp with Apple.
AC Milan. If somebody can you bring up the comments for us, Philip?
Yeah, I've got the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Super Pav. Carl Simpson, I'm nailed on with getting Ajax. And Super Pavlichenko. Comments will really start coming in when our team comes out, I think.
Yeah.
I reckon this is going to be Leo. Who's this going to be?
See, we're going to be swear words.
Madrid.
Oh,
Yeah. Cheers,
on.
I tell you. Yeah, you don't have tonight's lottery numbers by any chance, no?
I keep them to myself. I keep those to myself.
Oh, Lord. And there you go. Right.
Real Madrid.
So it's left this Man City.
Man City and
Man City.
Man City.
City.
Help. I'm here, T. Sorry, my husband's just come in.
All right.
QPR in the draw, Ellie, by the way. Just tell him QPR not in the draw.
QPR not in the Champions League draw, right, T? So you can sit down, go and sit down and have a rest. He's looking at me with a dirty look.
Saint-Germain. Right, now the draw really starts.
Yeah. How come what happened to I, J, and K? Or there's only Group A? Oh, there must be only
Liverpool. They're showing the teams on the second group teams now. Liverpool. Some other crowd called Chelsea, whoever they are.
Yeah, they
Never
can
heard
get
of them.
stuffed.
Never.
Small team from South London.
Yeah.
That is broken. That can buy players. I'm just surprised Barcelona.
They're a Russian team. They should play in Russia.
I say, your man will the Don will have a few words with Juventus. Just go easy.
Could be getting me a Spurs next Seville.
Spurs, come on, we're Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Leipzig.
They're not a bad German side, I tell you.
Actually, no. They beat us
RB Leipzig, yeah.
They beat us before. Here we go.
Come on, you Spurs.
Harry. No, didn't so much of that now. They showed 3 or 4 goals for the others. They only 1 for us. Bias.
They're anti.
Even stretched out to the UEFA.
Right, I reckon Tottenham first out, and then we'll go to Group D.
Right, let's see now.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, give us an easy group. So.
Come on, yeah, do us a favour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
big.
That's big.
Now, which group do they go into? They can go into
Right, so I did too many groups, so I do apologise.
No, they can't go into the next group,
So they're going from A to D.
Yeah.
Come on, we're open straight off.
F.
Yeah.
Ooh, with Real Madrid.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's a good little tasty group so far.
Yes.
Leo, who's going to be next out the pot, sir? Come on.
Atletico Madrid.
Mm.
Philip,
Porto. No, not Porto. Barcelona.
Ellie, quickly.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Juventus.
Oh, bloody hell. We're all wrong.
Right.
See
Ellie,
who-
quickly, which group? They can go in from A to F.
A to F.
Or is it G and H that can only go in?
No, A to F. That's it.
A to F. A to F. Ellie, quickly. Which ones?
E.
Philip,
D. No,
Leo,
it's only two of them. You're right.
yeah. F. So only F and they're going.
Well, there you go.
That's a tasty one already.
Apple Nedved.
There you go.
Saint-Germain.
Group C.
Oh boy, some stern-looking faces there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Paris Saint-Germain and
Tottenham are coming up
Juventus.
now. This is going to be Tottenham.
Yeah, this is Spurs.
Hmm.
I bet we're last out. I bet you any money we're last out.
I don't mind playing Juventus.
Tottenham.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Right.
Come
Oh,
on, you Spurs.
Who are we going to get? We can go into Group E, which means AC
Yeah.
Milan, I think.
Oh, we don't want them.
I think it does.
No, there's a few balls in there.
All right. Okay. I bet you would get Bayern Munich group.
No, please.
Frankfurt's group.
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we
Come on.
wanted. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, that's
Get
what we
in.
wanted.
Get in.
We're the best team in that group.
We'll
Yeah.
show West Ham how to beat
Right.
them.
Who's
Yeah.
next, lads? I'm going for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Sevilla. Sevilla.
Bill.
Atletico.
Ooh, Liverpool.
Oh,
Oh.
Liverpool. What's it? How's it called again, Philip?
Liverpool. I know. Didn't call Liverpool now. So they can
No,
go into
they
A,
can
B,
go
or
from
C.
B to H.
A, B, or C.
Oh, A, B, C. Sorry.
It's the red ones that you can go into. The highlighted. Yeah.
They'll go in C. I say they get Bayern Munich.
They're seeded, didn't they?
You can see Leo down in the corner really studying the draw
Hey.
to win Group A.
I know.
Ooh.
Why didn't the show
I'm
Gary
watching
Map?
on my phone.
Oh, Ajax. So we're not getting Ajax.
No.
People won't mind that now. That's not too bad.
Right. So we've got Chelsea, Barcelona, Madrid, and
I'll see it be out next.
yeah, I
I
say
hope
so.
we get the hardest group that's left.
I bet you we get Natalie. I bet you.
If you never get a hard draw, then
Just got a message up on WhatsApp. This is all right for Spurs so far.
Seville are out next.
Seville.
Yeah,
Now-
they'll be okay.
I think they can go.
That's
they
Eric
can go
Lamella's team, isn't it?
I think go into B, C.
F and H, isn't it, Philip?
B, C or G they can go into.
Yeah. Oh.
Did anybody watch Dele Alli's baptism?
Yeah, did you see it? Mind you, that if he plays like he does for Everton, they'll be running him out of town fortnight.
Yeah. They'll be putting him on the skewer and kebabbing.
His house thing.
You're in
It'll
Group
be a
G.
deli kebab.
Group G. Is it G?
Manchester
Yeah, Group
City and Seville.
No, are they?
Yeah, Man City and Seville.
Hang on, I got lost out. Where did Seville go into, Philip?
Man City.
Oh,
Man City.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Lucky sods. Mind you,
I'd like
Eric
to have a couple of those
Lamela.
Champions League balls to be able to put up somewhere. That'd be
Barcelona.
pretty neat.
They
Barcelona.
weight them, don't they? I think they weight them because they tend to spin them around too much.
Are you trying to say that these draws are rigged, Ellie? Are
Yeah,
you trying to start a conspiracy here?
I am. It's a conspiracy theory.
Hopefully, the conspiracy benefits us, though, Ellie.
Yeah.
Right, who's Barcelona's group's going to be? Group C.
Mm.
They're in with Bayern Munich of Germany.
Boy, that's a cracker.
That is.
Ooh.
Group of death, I think, this one.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, with Tottenham with Frankfurt, didn't we play them in the 80s and in the way to one of our European?
I think we did. We could have played them
Yeah.
in 82 or 84. I'm not quite sure which. They were a team that was the Dolphins for a long number of times.
Chelsea.
I would have liked to see PSG Barcelona, just to see Messi and Barca play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might
Now-
happen later on.
Chelsea are now in Group E.
AC Milan.
Yeah.
The comments coming in on WhatsApp are funny. Catman Jess in the house.
I'll
Come
pick up
on, you
that man, Jess.
Spurs.
And
Yeah.
then the last one
Big
is should be Madrid. Yeah, Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid.
And they should, by right, go into Group
E?
E.
E? Okay.
No, hang on. Which group?
Yeah, Group B. Porto, Atletico Madrid. I hope we don't get Shakhtar Donetsk for the simple reason God knows where they're going to
No.
play.
They don't
Yeah.
like us.
No.
Doesn't it?
They do a lot of anti-Semitism against our club.
No, we better not get them.
Big
so.
up Catman Jess. Thank you for coming in. So this is pot 3. We'll go through the pots quickly. Pot A, Ajax and Liverpool. Pot B, Porto and Madrid. Pot C, Bayern Munich and Barcelona.
Oh, that's a nice,
Pot
tasty
D,
one.
Frankfurt and Tottenham Hotspur.
Got Eintracht
Group E,
Frankfurt
AC
so
Milan
far,
and
T.
Chelsea. Group F, Real Madrid and Leipzig. I know I'm going to say that wrong. Group G, Manchester City and Seville. And then Group H, I think this is the group of death already. PSG, Juventus. So
That's a good matchup right there already.
group of death for you, do you think?
Could be 2 groups of death. No, there's a lot of
Bayern
good teams.
Munich and Barcelona.
The names alone can be considered a group of death, but if you take into current form, who knows if Barcelona really is considered to be part of the group of death? But if we're weighing up the old Barcelona of old days, then of course.
Right, Philip, who's going to be first out of the pot? You've got Dortmund, Salzburg, Donetsk, Inter, Napoli, Benfica, Sporting CP, or Brian
I'll
Leverkusen.
say the Nets.
First out.
I'll say the Nets.
I reckon we're going to get Napoli. Napoli's going to be in our group.
Welcome, R. Sharma. Easy group for Spurs. They've put.
We'll see.
Right. Okay, I will get the come up and I'll do that up now while they're swinging around.
Would you guys fancy having a game against Sporting in our group?
Yeah,
Sporting Lisbon.
yeah. No worries.
Here we go. So
They've lost a lot of their stars, haven't
the
they?
first ball
Yeah.
out of pot 3, and it's going to be Napoli. I think.
Yeah,
I need
Well
to show up.
that was a good pick.
They're
That's
going
a-
into
Take him out and see now. This could be interesting.
Oh God. Oh, they can't. Oh, can they come into our group, Philip? Or was that?
Yeah, they can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Mr. Burger King's going to come back to haunt us.
Won't be able to play, though. Won't be able to play. So.
I'm telling you, they're in our group. I guarantee it. Group
No.
A. Ooh. So Napoli are in with Liverpool and Ajax.
Ooh, Ajax. Nice. That's a nice one.
Okay, it's a good group.
Right, Ellie, who's going to next out then in the group? And pot 3. You've got Dortmund, Salzburg, Donetsk, Inter, Benfica, Sport, and Leverkusen.
Salzburg wouldn't mind getting in.
Salzburg.
Salzburg.
Okay.
Salzburg.
Philip, which group are they going to go into?
I'd take Salzburg now, Group D.
Yeah, Group D. I think Leo, which group do you think they're going to go into quickly?
E. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going for E.
Ellie?
Yeah, go on, E. Yeah, go on.
Ellie don't
I'll go
care
E.
if Tottenham just get an easy group, do you? Let's be honest here. Oh, Lord.
I just want to beat everybody. Whoever we
Oh,
get.
you're
Salzburg
right,
can only
Leo,
compete.
Group E.
Group
Yeah.
E.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got ESP, Leo.
I tell you, that looks a tasty group, I have to say. Right, Philip, who do you think is going to come out next quickly?
The next.
Yeah. Are they Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Regional Ukraine as well.
Benfica.
Ooh, don't fancy
That's
that.
Jan Vertonghen's team, isn't it?
Oh, the counter in our group anyway. We're all right.
So FG and also FG and H. So
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Leipzig, Man City, Seville, PSG, Juventus. What do you reckon, Philip?
Oh God. G.
G. Ellie, quickly. F or H?
F.
Leo, you got H.
I've got H by default.
Yeah.
Again.
You're right. Oh Lord. I have to say these draws are actually a lot of fun.
T.
That's it. Jim, can I ring you back in 5 minutes? Yeah, right.
And here we go now. We have I love your ringtone, by the way, Philip.
Yeah.
Was that
Dortmund. We have Dortmund here.
bad to the bone?
The thing is, we can't be placed with Dortmund, you guys, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
I too. So which group do you think they can go into then, guys? They're in Group G.
Oh boy, that's a tough group.
It is.
Haaland against his old team again.
Yeah.
He looks very stern-faced. Right, who's next? Inter.
They might get drawn in our group, guys.
We can't get them either.
No. And they're going into Group B.
Okay.
Is it Group B? Yeah.
Yeah, Porto. That's going to be good. Now this has got to be Shakhtar the next 3
Yeah.
off then.
Or Inter. Could be Inter. We've beaten Inter before anyway in the European. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting them actually.
Yeah, let's go. I'm going for sport. I'm going for Sporting Lisbon in our group, you guys.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We have
Yeah.
a 33% chance we're going to get them because 3 groups this time. 3 groups.
We can all go to that one and go to a Portuguese beach when we celebrate our victory.
And they'll be chasing Harry Winks around the pitch if you ever
He's a bit young for me. I'm double his age and more.
We've got Sporting.
Now, where's this? They're not showing the Spurs group at all. Where's the show? They keep showing the other teams, but not. There's Gary. There's Gary Mabbott.
Go on, Gary Mabbott.
Right now, I guarantee we're going to get Celtic or Rangers out of the last group.
Yeah. And then should be Inter or I think it will be the team you've been saying for the fairly true order this pot.
Has to be Shaq.
Yeah,
Shaq.
it's finally come out.
We've got to be avoiding them now.
Yeah. And they will go into
Sporting.
they're going to pot F. So they go in with Real Madrid and Leipzig.
Guys, so far, how are we feeling? How are you guys feeling about our group so far?
Happy with our group.
All right.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
And they go into, I think, Group E. Group C, sorry.
Oh boy, that's a tight group.
It is.
WDL Wandel says we're more than good enough to top the group. We
Yeah.
have to top
Yeah.
the group. Yeah.
I apologise. I'm not
well
bringing
said.
everyone's comments up. I do apologise.
We've seen them all here,
It's
Dermot.
all right. I'm reading them.
Yeah.
I'm reading them because you concentrate on the draw. I'll read the comments. It's no problem.
I actually love doing this. It's actually great fun.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, pot 4
It's
now.
exciting.
We've got Rangers, Dynamo, Marseille, Copenhagen, Club Brugge, Celtic. I'm not even going to pronounce that team from Czechoslovakia, and Haifa from
I don't
Italy.
mind getting Dynamo Zagreb because their manager must be out of jail by now.
Yeah.
The only reason I would hate something like that is just for the distance that Tottenham would have to travel, and then that's going to be definitely an earlier game.
Well, Zagreb's
Opposed
only a 3-hour flight. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
okay.
Yeah.
The way you avoid that is to go to the match, Leo.
Yeah.
Get into a different time zone.
So I'll just quickly, while they're going through this, I'll bring up the chats
Perfect.
quickly. Big up.
Big
I
up.
don't think I've ever seen them in the
WDL
group
Wand-
before, so big
No,
up.
I've never. Yeah.
Welcome. And very quickly, just
Wilson, that wouldn't be a bad team to get, actually.
Mhm.
If we get them, I think we can say we've got a very good group.
Yeah.
Or Haifa.
Wilton's in the house. Wilton McDonald. Good afternoon. I am just
Wilton.
checking in.
And then
Well
we've
done,
got
Wilton. We
I
love
still
you
reckon-
checking in.
Group G for me. Big up Wilton. Big Group G for me looks like the. We've got Sherman said Man City's first time got a difficult group to do. Sherman, I actually do agree with you. And big up Wilton McDonald. Big up, sir. Right, who's this going to be? Philip, go on.
Bruges.
Yeah. Celtic.
Celtic. Oh,
Celtic.
Celtic.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Celtic to be in our group.
Celtic and Rangers are in it, aren't they?
Go into any of the groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be in our group.
One chance we're going to get them. So
I said to you, Philip, didn't I? We'll get Celtic. But
yeah.
I did say I just got this feeling we're going to get Celtic.
That is a long distance travel, isn't it, up to Glasgow?
Did they get automatic qualification?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Rangers had to qualify.
Rangers is the one
Yeah,
that had to
they
qualify.
qualified yesterday, I think.
Yeah, they did.
They played yesterday, didn't they?
Ooh, Group F.
We're not getting them.
Oh, there goes my Group F here. So that is Group F. Then Group F is
Leipzig.
Real Madrid,
Real
Leipzig,
Madrid.
Donetsk, and Celtic.
Oh, Real Madrid, they've given them a good groove, haven't they?
Ellie, who's going to come out the ball quick? Sorry.
Sevilla?
I bet this is Rangers. Oh, Olympic Marseille.
Oh,
I don't want them. I do not want to face them.
didn't have
Don't want any French teams. They can have a 25% chance of getting them.
Yeah. They go into this is which group now? Come on. Open your balls.
Yeah.
Group D. Yeah, you've got them.
Do we lend anybody to them? No. Or is anybody ex-players playing from Marseille? I'd say that overall, though, that's not a bad group.
It's not. It really isn't. I'm actually quite happy with that group.
There's no game in there we can't win. Absolutely no.
Yeah.
I think we're very lucky with that group, actually. Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
We've got Copenhagen now.
I would have fancied a trip to Denmark, to play them.
Yeah.
That's where
Right.
Højbjerg's from, Copenhagen.
That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen.
See,
Højbjerg is from there. There you go, guys. I had to sing my name, Ellie Højbjerg.
serenading him all the time.
Yes.
People enjoyed your chanting on Sunday, Ellie. People have been commenting on how good your
They
chanting
did.
was.
Yeah.
Group G to go into Manchester City, Seville, Dortmund, and
What is it? Tulips from Amsterdam and
yeah,
Højbjerg from Copenhagen.
yeah.
Because he's our sweet flower, isn't he?
Tough Man City there.
Man City. Manchester. Do you like the Manchester accent, Leo?
Club Brugge.
Yeah, the one that I mean, and I hope I don't get any stick. The one that I find really hard to understand are the Scouts. You know that the Scouts accent.
Even the Scousers find it hard to understand Scouse.
The deep Scouse accent, yeah. Is that right?
Yeah,
Liverpool?
Liverpool. I just always like.
You ever
I
want
have
a
a hard
good,
time listening to Jamie
you ever want a
Carragher.
good laugh, Leo? If you want to have a look up Harry
Salty.
Enfield, the two Scousers on YouTube.
Okay.
That's very, very
Yeah.
funny.
Oh God, that's going back
It
years.
is funny.
Yeah,
You
brilliant though.
should watch it, Leo.
They're in Group B,
B.
so they're in with Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen.
Atletico Madrid.
Group B completed. I will live up our group. That is Tottenham's group, and I think
Get
it's a
in.
great group to be in. Right, this should be Dynamo or Rangers,
Rangers.
or the team I will not pronounce. I will never.
Guys, I've got to take my cat to the vets. So
All right.
I'm not going to
Rangers.
sign off. I'll still keep on, but I'll be muted.
Rangers. Ooh,
No, they can only go on A or C.
yeah. All right, that's grand, Ellie.
Ellie, see ya.
Yeah, see you later.
See you later, Ellie.
See you.
Thanks.
See you.
Bye.
Right, now where's this going? It's A. Ooh. So Rangers get a trip to Anfield.
Oh, boy. That's going to be good.
Tasty.
That's going to be tasty.
It will be tasty. Oh Lord, there will be no love lost there.
What is that? The Steven Gerrard derby.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's what I found.
And we've got Dynamo out next.
Dynamo, Croatia.
So they will go into
Oh, they can only see her age.
yeah. I'm really happy with that group. Philip, I mean, how happy are you with that group as
Yeah,
well?
it couldn't have come out much better, really. You know,
Yeah.
it really has come out good. As I said, like we've avoided the big hitters, really. Avoided all the big hitters.
They go into Group
E.
E. Ooh. So they're in with AC Milan, Chelsea, and Salzburg.
Mm. That's not a bad group for Chelsea. They won't be too displeased with that either.
No, I wouldn't be either. So we're left with Hafa and the Czechs team.
Hafa and Pilsen.
Cheers, Philip. I have no chance of saying what that team is, so thank you for that.
Here we go.
It's Hafa.
Haifa, Maccabi Haifa.
Right, how can it? Israel. It's just really confusing. I've got a question asked me the how's Israel in all these European competitions when they're not?
Was
in
Russia
Europe?
and was Russia
Yeah.
and I think that's why a team like Israel got in. You know,
Well, they were part of the Asian games, and then they got kicked out of that. So that's how they got into the.
Yeah.
So they will go into
H.
H. That's not a bad group.
Good
Now,
group, yeah. And the last one. Who's the very last team out? It's Pilsen.
yeah. And they go into. It's a group C.
Victoria
Hey, Philip.
Pilsen. I've lost track at this stage there,
Yeah.
to be honest.
A
Group it was E, I think.
group C.
Group C, sorry, yeah. Munchen and Boston. Yeah, decent enough. They'd be very much the underdogs in that group.
They will be. And that is your draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Draw,
For the
that is very
Champions League.
satisfactory. Very satisfactory.
Yeah, it is very
Yep.
satisfactory. Dan the Carton man, big up. Afternoon 9, great draw. Yeah, fantastic draw. Absolutely brilliant for us.
Liverpool, AFC, Liverpool, Napoli.
So we'll bring up the groups then. Philip, as we're wrapping up this one, Philip, Group A.
Yeah,
do you think?
I'd say okay. I'd say Ajax and Liverpool will be the favourites. Napoli, dark horses, and Rangers could cause problems for any of those teams, especially
Yeah.
the away leg in Ibrox, because they are a serious force when they play at home.
They are. So what would you say, Liverpool and Ajax out of that?
Liverpool and Ajax, but watch out for Rangers.
Yeah, and Rangers for third. Leo, Group B, who can you see getting out of that? We've got Porto, we've got Madrid,
Yeah.
Bayern Leverkusen, and Club Brugge.
I'm gonna go Atleti Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah,
So that and is that your top two in that group?
yeah.
And then Group C, Philip, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter, and then
You have to say Bayern Munich and Barcelona, but Inter will give them goods. Inter will give them a run for their money.
yeah. And this one, I'll give it to both you guys. Frankfurt, Spurs, Sporting, Marseille. For me, that's a great group for Tottenham.
I think Marseille and Sporting. No, Tottenham, and I couldn't care less. The best way of putting that one.
Do you know what? That's a group I can see as topping, to be
Yeah,
fair.
absolutely. Yeah, I would say possibly Spurs and Sporting will come out of that group.
Yeah. As we've said before, Philip, we played Frankfurt back in the 80s on the way to one of our European trophies. So maybe history repeating itself.
Yeah,
Then, Leo, we've got AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dynamo. Who's going to come out of that group?
I favor Milan and Salzburg. I can't vote for another team in there.
Philip?
I won't mention their names, but I think they will get through.
Yeah.
With
Dynamo. That's who you're on about, isn't it?
No. The crowd that don't like shaking hands after the match.
Oh, them lot, yeah. Yeah, the dodgy Russian lot, yeah. Group F, Philip here, we've got Real Madrid, Leipzig, Dashnek, and Celtic.
Shakhtar. Real Madrid, certainly. Probably Leipzig. But again, Celtic will cause problems there. And as can Shakhtar Donetsk, depending on where their matches are.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very open group. I think Real Madrid, yes, but the other three could be any one of them.
Yeah, that is so true. We'll go for you for this one, Leo. We've got Man City, Seville, Dortmund, and Copenhagen.
It's a tough group.
See,
It's a tough group.
So I'm gonna go with City and Dortmund, just to be safe.
Yeah.
It seems like the most logical answer there.
Philip,
I would agree with Seville could be the dark horses, but I think Copenhagen are out of their depth there.
Yeah, and then the last group for me, which is I don't know how to do this one, Philip, because there's some apart from Hafa. I mean, Benfica are no pushovers. Juventus are no pushovers.
Yeah, that's
so it's not an easy group for the team that want to win the Champions League, but always shoot themselves in the foot, Philip.
Mm-hmm.
Who can you see come out of that group?
I see Paris Saint-Germain, and I'm going to go surprise you. I'm going to go Benfica. I think Juventus might not have it. I think if there's going to be a shock, I think Juventus might fall on this one.
No, that's
could be wrong. Let's see.
Leo, for you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the safe bet here. I'm going to go Juve and PSG. On paper, they look good, but again, you don't win the group on paper. It's just I have a feeling that Juve will come through on that group. and so will Paris Saint-Germain.
I'm actually going to go against the pair of you. I'm actually going for Juventus and Benfica. I just think PSG would shoot themselves in the foot like they always do every year.
Yeah.
Another
thing too, they get a very partisan crowd in Haifa.
Yeah.
That could upset a lot of teams down there, because it's not easy to go into a very, very passionate country like Israel, and they'll really be up for this. They'll really be up for it.
For the Premier League side, Philip, I mean, out of them groups, but out of the Premier League, who do you think will go further?
You've got to be. I mean, realistic. Man City have probably got all the ammunition to go the furthest. Whether they will or not is completely up to them. In Man City, I would say in order it'll be Man City, Spurs, or Liverpool, and Chelsea will finish. Chelsea will exit first out of the four.
Yeah. And
I'm not going to predict how far we're going to go. I mean, it's the lap of the gods once you go into the knockout stages. Really,
It is. You look at Real Madrid, you look at Paris Saint-Germain, you look at Barcelona, you look at Real Madrid. Some of the big European names, do you think they'll be thereabouts come the business end of the tournament?
Yeah, you guys, Real Madrid is always, for some reason, this is their competition. They always in about the last stages of this competition. Chelsea, I don't see them going too far. Not just because I despise them. I just think that, out of any English club, I would not only just hope for them to bow out first, but I think they'll be getting beat. City, again, you guys, Pep has struggled to win this one with them. Will they go deep? I'm almost inclined to say that I think they might burn out of energy soon. I think they might not go as deep as people might think. We see in the Premier League form how Liverpool's doing, so that doesn't give them a automatic pass to the round of 16 or the round of 8. They might actually drop some points as well in their group. So I'm not just being biased, you guys, but I fancy Tottenham to be the deepest Premier League club. And again, not being biased, I tried to come up with some reason as to why I believe that. I think we're gonna hit our form when we're in that group stage, and I think once we're firing on all cylinders, everybody better just get the hell out of our way, because we're either gonna push you out of the way, or you're gonna, you're either gonna get down or you're gonna lay down.
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to? Back in the 60s, White Hart Lane on European nights was an absolute fortress. The noise used to scare the living daylights out of the opposition. I want to see the atmosphere that was for the Arsenal game there in May at every Champions League game this season. If that happens, it'd be very, very hard to beat us. Very hard to beat us.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think we'll go quite deep, Tottenham. I think the first year we got to the quarterfinals. We've always got minimum we got to the final a couple of years ago, and we'll always get out of our group. I think bar 1 year we didn't come out of our group. As Philip has already said, we have a brilliant record in Europe, and I think we can beat anybody on our day. But if I was going with my head, I actually think Real Madrid, who've won it 14 times. Outright winners of the European Cup / Champions League. But I'm actually going for Bayern Munich. If it's not us, I'm actually going to tip Bayern Munich to win the Champions League this year. I just think there's something special about Bayern Munich this year. And so if it's not us, it'll be them. Philip, who's your tip for the Champions League? If it's not us, who would you pick?
I always have a fancy for Real Madrid. If I had to take a dark horse, coming out of nowhere. God, who do I think? I think it's hard to look beyond Bayern, City, or Real Madrid. One of those three. I would not like to separate them.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to leave it there. Philip, thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure as always.
We're back. Think tomorrow at 9 for the pre-match for the Forest game. Hopefully you can be with us, Philip.
Yeah.
We'll go through the history of Forest, and I'm sure you'll have some stories over the years with us playing Forest.
Just a couple.
I tell you what, I can listen to you all night, Philip. I could sit there with just a glass of Coke and just listen to you talk Spurs. You're brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Leo, where can we find you, sir? Where can people find you and Parker on a sister channel across the pond? Where can people find you?
For sure. Well, you guys could find us on at Mile High Hotspur. That's all one word, Mile High Hotspur. Across all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We definitely, I like to say, we're two lads that love to talk about Spurs. We have 2 podcasts a week, and it's too good to miss. So anybody and everybody is welcome. Um, and if you don't find me here, you can find me across, just any other channel. Just always trying to represent for not just THFC till I die, and Mile High Hotspur, but just for Tottenham as a whole.
Yeah. Big up, Leon. Thank you for coming on today. Thank you so much. You've been a brilliant guest, and we love having you here. Your insight on is brilliant. So big up yourself. Everyone, get over to Mile High Hotspur. Hit that like, hit the description button. Also, just very quickly, me and Philip, or you can find us on the Irish Hotspur as well. So please go over there and give them a like and subscribe. But like and subscribe here first. We're really on the march to 600. We'd love to get there before, just probably after the Forest game, before our next game out next weekend. So let's see, can we get to 600? Listen, thank you all very much for watching.
No problem.
Brilliant draw for Spurs. I'll keep the draw up for us so anyone can see it.
Come on, Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. And Philip, I'm going to leave it with you. You have the last word. Can Spurs do another Bill Nick?
Well, let's say this is our 140th anniversary year of the club. What a year to do it! What a year to do it!
You know what? We'll just end it there. Come on, you Spurs.